Hey, what's going on, guys? So today's a bit of a different video. Basically, the devs over at Anitons actually had a Q&A session that took place whilst I was sleeping at like 6 in the morning my time. So I did read through all of this, but I wanted to sort of go through it with you guys because there's a lot of good information. If you don't know what Anitons is, it's basically an upcoming game that is inspired by Pokemon and Arc. I did do a video going over the trailer, so if you want to check that out, feel free. But yeah, basically it's going to put you in the middle of a world. You can build a base, you can farm, you can battle, all that fun stuff. It's fully 3D. It's ARPG, so it's not just turn-based. There's a lot of stuff. Just check out that video I mentioned, and it'll give you context for this. But anyway, so they hosted the Q&A, so we're gonna look at some of these questions. So we got someone asking about info on release, how many Anitons, will it be free to play or price range, how many starting monsters, how big will the map be, what systems, ETA on roadmap, can you ride the mons, and so here's the first answer. We're at the early stage of development at this moment. We're planning to hit early access or closed tests next year, but the realistic date at this moment is Q3 to Q4 2020 for a playable version. So it's pretty exciting. That's actually a lot sooner than I would have expected. We might end up seeing an alpha for this come out around the same time as the alpha for Kindred Fates. How will we tame Anitons? What will your main focus be for gameplay? Storytelling, exploration, base building, something in between. At this moment, we have over 100 Anitons designed, and the number can be even higher. Will some Anitons be changed? Jolly with the freaking eyes. How many types of Anitons will there be? We already know this. How many starting monsters? I mean, Classic 3. Okay, that was a question. At this moment, we're trying to give the player to choose between 3 starters. This could change. We already saw the starters in that trailer I mentioned, so not too much to say on that. I feel like a lot of people asking questions haven't watched the trailer. Will there be short animations or gameplay tests as a teaser in the future? That's a good question. Will you increase the time between... Why did you pick Anitons to be the name of your creatures? Does it mean something in a different language? That's a good question, Jolly. We want to make 6 explorable regions, caves, and a starting homeland where you can build. At the start PC and subtly will depend on the budget. We're hyped to get this game on consoles. Anitons is a Pokemon-like ? How will the combat be? See, this is what I mean, like, this is Kaiser. Yeah, it's ARPG, like they said. I guess he's maybe asking, like, for more specifics. At this moment, we plan to make a premium version. So that was a response to Zyno's question, which I believe Zyno's question was it had to do with whether or not it would be free to play. So it might be a subscription thing like RuneScape. Yeah, it might be a subscription thing like RuneScape, which I don't mind as long as the game doesn't have a bunch of microtransactions. Like, I'd rather pay like $8 a month to get like access to the servers and have like I could just have full reign over the game rather than to have to pay microtransactions. I mean, preferably you just have it where you just buy the game and it's good to go. But then you run into the risks of over time the server costs start to go up or whatever. They need money to cover that, so they introduce stuff. So I don't know. I don't really mind. I was a premium member on RuneScape for a while, but then they added a bunch of microtransactions for RuneScape too. So okay, we saw that. Any ETA? Not yet, but soon we're implementing basic gameplay features. Can you ride the mons? Of course, if they are big enough. Will the combat still be turn-based, action, or something else? By the way, thanks for doing this. What platforms is the gaming team? Come on, Cirque and Kaiser. You guys know? You guys didn't watch my video? Oh, my heart hurts. How will we tame Anitons? It's a big topic. At this moment, we want to make a feature where you receive DNA points from all the Anitons you fight with, and after that, using breeding/creating system to make the ones that are yours. Our big problem is that sometimes you have to fight a couple of them at once. For example, 10 small Stegras, and you'll finish with megatons of Anitons. We want to make it so you... We want to make you have only tons of them. What are your thoughts? Oh, you want to have a lot, but not a crazy amount. Okay. So that kind of reminds me of like Monster Sanctuary a little bit, where it's like you get a chance to to get an egg drop, but obviously in this case you're going to need to get a bunch of stuff before you can make it. I mean, if they're worried about there being too many, like too many whatever they're called, DNA points, they could just make it so you need more DNA points to make the Anitons. So instead of needing like 10, if there's going to be hordes of 10, make it so you need like 30 or something. I don't know. Will there be color variants like an arc that are randomly generated? That'd be kind of cool, actually. Someone asked, is this a real game? Yes. How will we tame Anitons? Okay, so we already got that. It's a big topic, so they already said that. Oh, it could be like in Digimon Cyber Sleuth where you can only have a max amount of DNA, so you need to summon one before you can get more. Yeah, I mean, that could work. Will be different ways you'll be able to build, evolve Anitons, explore map. You choose which path you take. That's in reference to the question asking like what the gameplay's focus will be on. Brunos was, I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. Asked, will this be in medieval times, now, or in the future? And I believe the question, I believe the answer to that is it's modern. Are you looking for devs or other team members at the moment? Will you keep an archive of this channel after it's done for YouTubers like Gym Leader Ed to analyze it and do a video on it? I swear to God, I didn't see that. I swear to God, I did not see that. I literally combed through this like when I woke up, and I was just like screenshotting what the devs were saying just in case they got rid of it. But I guess Banny's got that those sexy points right there. He knows. We'll submit it. Yeah, everything you see in our first is our first public approach to them. The more feedback we get, the better it'll become. Which one's your favorite at this moment? Then Ziaz asks single player, multiplayer, co-op, MMO. And then we get the answer with the types, which I'm not going to go through because we know those already. If you watched my trailer video. Will there be a story where either you survive or try to complete a story? I like games with two options. Will there be mixed type Anitons? Yes, we already know that. Will there be IVs and EVs? That's a good question. So to the question about short animations and gameplay teasers, yes, but at the moment we want to focus on the gameplay and then get the gameplay trailer out for you. Did you like the teaser? Yes, I did. I'm just going to start reading the answers. I think that might be a little quicker. Will you increase time between questions? No. Will there be mixed type Anitons? So we already asked that. You can mix type Anitons. You will be able to choose what skills they will use. Cool. Actually, that's a good question, Banny. Submitting Anitons, that'd be kind of cool. Why did you pick Anitons as the name of your creatures? Does it mean something in a different language? That was Jolly's question, I believe. The secret. This is a secret of Hokiroya. That's the arc modder, if you don't know. I don't know how he came up with some of the names. We want to make you guys. We want to make you guys name them since he sometimes doesn't have ideas. I love the honesty. So Anitons is Pokemon like it's a monster battling game, but it's a totally different. Yeah, exactly. It's inspired by Pokemon just in the fact that there's creatures, but it's not going to be very similar, just like Kindred Fates. When did you start developing? January this year. How will the combat be? You'll become an Aniton. You choose to fight using skills and dodges to avoid damage. If he faints, you take another one. So just like Kindred Fates. Oh, someone got warned, bro. So we already saw that. At the moment, we're making the game for PC. After that, we'll head to console. So they mentioned that before. At the start, we were heading for a sci-fi theme, but glad we finished with modern times. The technology you will use will be a pickaxe. After that, Aniton's helping you. Hard to say, but there will also be electricity. Paying for a Kickstarter is just simping for game devs. It's okay to simp for game devs, guys. It's all right. At least you're getting something. Will there be color valence? What's your suggestions? We don't know yet. We think about shiny. We're open to any ideas. I like the idea of randomly generated shiny palettes. Like they just mentioned. Like that'd be kind of cool if it's completely random. So there's not two shinies that are the same. I want to say someone mentioned this. But basically, like, a lot of people will choose their shiny based on what looks cool, because you could just look it up, right? Then this way you'd have custom shinies, so everyone's shinies would be different. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Are you looking for devs? Oh, we saw that question. At the moment, we have 5 people and a couple part-time working on the project at the moment. We want to scale the team up when we have more advanced project and clear vision for the game. For now, we want to improve communication with you guys. At this moment, we're going to make the game support multiplayer. You will have an option to play alone or invite friends. Sadly, it depends on the budget. If we have time, just do a Kickstarter, boys. It's fine. I need to be a backer. I need merch. So the question with regards to the story, he answers, we have an idea in mind that will guide you through the world. We can't tell you at this moment how much it will focus on that, but the thing is that we want you to decide. And then he was asking about IVs and EVs, so Bolo doesn't know. It's fine. No IVs, EVs. We don't need them. We don't need any of that crap. This is our plan in the future, will you release a small beta build or builds for certain active community members? This is our plan. There will be a ton of tweaking. We want to involve you guys in this. If it'll be automated or made in arena mode, we don't know just yet. Will there be a Kickstarter? We're thinking about this, but we haven't set a date. I think you guys should just do it. Will there be breeding? Yes, one of the main features. This will also feature Anitons from the DNA you collect, and using a special pure DNA from rare Anitons, aka shiny, to improve stats and get bonuses. That's kind of cool. Including pretty particles and effects. What do you think? I think it's interesting. I think it's cool. This isn't really a question, but I'd like to see a 30-second clip of like an Anaton interacting with players. Great, we'd like to make a gameplay trailer and a live stream where I could walk around in the game, perhaps answering questions and tell you more about the games. Do you like this idea? I like that idea. See, the cool thing about Bolo is he's always asking people if they like the ideas, like trying to get like community feedback, which is cool. Are there plans for multiple languages? There will be 8 languages, including French and Spanish. Are you going to expand on the classic rock, paper, scissors type combat? And if not, do you already have a type effectiveness chart? I wonder how Crystal would tie in. We want to have types of effectiveness and clearly signalize which Anaton will have which type. If you have a mixed type Anaton, you decide which skill you want to teach them. You could take, for example, Stegron. He is rock and nature type. He can either have tank-like skills making shields and stunning opponents, or healing and slowing ones from the nature type. So that kind of sounds similar to Kindred Fates. There will be multipliers by the sound of it, but the types will be based, like the types of attacks you use will be based in those types. And then when answering the question about when answering the question about the channel for submitting Anitons, apparently there already is one, and this is a Anafake? Faketon or Anafakes? I think Faketons. Let me know what you guys think. What does the 7 to 8 and that's just a date. Is there a system, is there a level system? Yes, you have the option to level Anitons up by farming or combat. After evolution, you have the option to choose what skill they learn, so you can build your playstyle. Will Anitons die? No, you'll be able to heal them. So that's the difference between this and Kindred Fates. Well, I mean, there's other differences, but that's one of the big differences. No permadeath. Will there be NPCs or quests? There will be some NPCs. We want to make a city where you can interact, buy, sell, etc. Excuse me. We want to make a community decide how much impact it will have on the gameplay. Why don't you make the fundraiser? That's one of our options. First, we want to create a clear vision of the game and make a playable version. Here's a moment we need. What would you guys like to see in the game? What would you not like to see? This will make the process faster. Again, looking for community feedback. That's good. Will there be something like an affection system? Sounds interesting. How will it work? So I think this person who asked that question is alluding back to Kindred Fates, because Kindred Fates has a bond system. Does that mean not every typing is stagnant? Like if you have a water and breed it with an earth, can the baby be a water-earth dual? So that's like asking about like dual, like crossbreeding almost. It's more like if you have a Stegron, rock nature, And after evolution, you can teach him a heal ability. So they're just talking about you can teach it moves based on its type. So nothing crazy. That's normal. Oh, Marcel's in here. What engine? Considering I heard from Ed and some peeps that your devs are kind of into Ark, will there be somewhat inspirations from game mechanics, features, or plain uninspired by base building with a twist? And in general, I'm curious on your guys' inspiration. My kind of summary is Stardew Valley compared to Pokemon combined with Ark. Yes, Hokiroya has made a bunch of mods to Ark and is a huge fan. We want to make a game where you could come out of the house, build your house. You can come out of the house, you build and look for fields populated by Anitons where you work hard to get. After that, you hop on flying one and travel to face new dangers and challenges. Maybe... Wait, I didn't see the A. It's a Koromon dev. Oh, that was from Banny. Maybe leaving some with normal, not shiny, natural colors of wild animals. The Anatons with special colors will be pure forms, and they will be something like the mini bosses you fight. A pure DNA can be used to pure Anatons to highly improve the one you own already. That's kind of cool. So multiplayer kind of work like Ark, something like that, but your home won't be accessible for random players. Only the ones you invite to help build you farm. Help you build and farm. Do you like this idea? You will, so a multiplayer system kind of work with that same question. You'll be able to meet another person on the map and not enter their private area without an invitation. Okay. Since the game is targeted to multiplayer, will it be self-hosted or centrally hosted? You could play alone if you'd like, or host a game and play with your friends only. Will there be a LAN connection? Probably not, but you'll have the option to host a server similarly. About the farming, how important will it be for the progression of your Anitons to be able to set a farm in any place you desire? Farming is not an essential part of the game, but since it will help you produce food for Anitons, you already have it, and it'll be easier to at least have some of your fighting squad. If it's not your jam, you can focus on fighting with wild Anitons. The design will provide a way for both types of gameplay to progress. So I like this. So you can kind of pick how much farming versus combat. You can do all combat and no farming, all farming and no combat maybe, or a mix between the two, and you can kind of choose how much of each you want to do. Because I don't mind like a little bit of that kind of stuff, but I'm not into like the fully decked out farming games either. Is it randomly generated, or do the biomes slowly change? The homeland where you build will be predefined. All others will have random spawn points, changes in biomes, and timed random events. Will this game be 100% based on taming or wild killing Anitons, or does that have some type of advantage? Right now we have a feature where you dissolve wild Anitons rather than tame them. We'll show this feature soon, as we're currently implementing this. How long do you intend to make the storyline? They're not really sure. Depends on what you want. I mean, I always like a lot of story in my game, so the more the merrier. More asking about the beta thing, like patch quest, but if you get it in your Discord when it leaves alpha and goes to beta or whatever, you can keep playing it and testing it until the full game / early access is released. That was kind of like Monster Crown did that. We would like to share a playable build as soon as possible, as it'll be fun to play. Our plan is to develop the game in that way. That will make the playable version step by step, adding more features. So at this moment, we're starting to make a homeland, the environment you see in the teaser, and then let you build / fight Anitons in the region. Oh, you can see the start location in the thing here. Let's see. Oh, Chicken Aniton. Hoki loved this idea, and he was brainstorming by himself, so probably. So they explain the IVs to them. Yes, we have a similar system in mind. I can't specifically say the details just yet, but the pure Anitons will have a lot to do with this. Just a reminder that pure ones are like mini bosses, and sometimes you'll need help to defeat them. I'm hoping it's something that you might need help, or you could do if you're really, really good at the game. Because I know in like Pokemon Go, it's kind of annoying when you have to have friends to help you with the raids. I always liked being able to solo it, but that's just me. I'm a loner. What can I say? Of course, we sometimes don't have to... Oh, sorry. Will there be special ways to evolve your Anitons through stones or love or something else? Yes, we already have a water type that has 2 evolution roads. We don't have the details yet, but it will be a feature. Oh, so they're talking about branched evolution here. Will there be legendaries? Yes, they will, but we'll do them later. We're working on basic ones now. What games would you say inspired you? It's a hard question because by this point we were led by a summary of 4 people's experiences in gaming. If we had to specify 2 obvious ones as Pokemon, Arc, and Minecraft, people often summarize Anitons by Arc plus Pokemon, and I think that's the closest to the truth. For me, the realization of the game I always wanted to make, and it all started from the scene in Pokemon where Ash meets a farm of Tauros. Don't know if this is the right screen. I'm pretty sure that episode with him in the Safari Zone got banned because there's too many guns in it. Will there be old ruins, sunken subs, old tech? Oh, they're asking like kind of like what Breath of the Wild has, I guess. We had an idea like that in our heads for a long time, but we didn't make anything like that yet. I would like to see your ideas on abandoned technology and ancient tombs. Well, Anitons cover dark themes. There will be a few, but mostly focused on family-friendly content. I don't mind family-friendly as long as it's not like cringy. Like as long as it's not like, yeah, it's all about friends. But like, you know, as long as like if they want to keep it like, you know, the old school Pokemon games like Red and Blue, like that's not cringy, but it's still family-friendly. When designing Anitons, what's your main experience? Hard to say. We wanted to keep Anitons similar to animals, at least from the first form of evolution. We've had so many ideas, so it's really hard to cup the number because we are still getting new inspirations from the community. We redesign and scrap a couple of them to this point, and we wanted to keep doing this. To get great things, you need to get rid of barely good ones. Will there be small holes only accessible by a rare Aniton that can give small holes that would be rarely accessible that can give a player an advantage in PvP? A great idea. I'd love to make something like this. Oh, the engine is Unreal Engine 4. Oh, so this is responding to the thing about the Coromon dev. I think Manny said that about like all of them being rivals but also being cool with each other. He answers, I think this is because we're all indies and we can only benefit from competition. This is also great from the community side since we keep improving on games until we can. Everybody has a different idea for a game and I would love to see how it'll turn out. I wish luck to everyone making games like this. This is a work of true passion for them. Is there any ancient text you're quoting from? We just listened to a weird voice in our heads. Will there be like rare 0.00001 chance albino Aniton? That would be something fun. Ah, man, I can imagine like trying to farm something. I'm assuming they're exaggerating with how rare that is, but I can imagine trying to farm something that's just ridiculously rare. Like, oh God, don't. We would like to thank you for so many questions. So that was pretty much it. So they went through the questions. They answered them all. There's a couple interesting ones. Specifically, so the biomes are going to be randomly generated, so it kind of gives you those roguelite vibes. We got information about how you can dissolve Anitons and then create more. Someone said it in here, I couldn't find it, but oh, here. Annie, in Polish, Annie means not even. Does Anitons means not even ton? Which means, is that really light? What? No, there's another one I saw that basically Anitons could be like animal and then tons, so tons of animals or something like that, because there's gonna be like horde encounters and stuff. But yeah, so from this we know there's dual types, although we did already know that just based on the teasers that they told us. We already knew that Stegron was a dual type Aniton. But we learned a little bit about multiplayer, about how things are going to work. I really hope they just decide not to do IVs and EVs, to be honest. But yeah, guys, if you learned anything interesting or if you have anything interesting to add, make sure to let me know in the comments. This is more of a unscripted video. It's Sunday. I usually come out with these on Sundays. Sunday's kind of my relaxed day. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Damn, this video ended up being really long. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd. Make sure to check out that video I just mentioned about the trailer, because the breakdown shows a lot of stuff. So make sure to check that out. And until next time, peace.